Alright, so today we're going to be doing slope. There's Bucky. Bucky, lay down. Alright, slope. So we've actually been doing slope. Slope is rise over run. It's also a synonym for rate of change. So rate of change we've actually been doing the past couple of days with our tables. And then there's actually a slope formula. It's y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And then you'll be given 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2. But first let's start with triangles. So slope from triangles. So as you can see, we have a triangle, and you need to figure out rise over run. So our rise is 15, because that's how high it goes. It goes up 15, and it runs 5. So 15 over 5. And then 15 over 5 actually reduces down. Bucky, lay down. He needs to get comfortable. Good boy. So 15 over 5 reduces down to 3 over 1. And then you just box it. Okay? So if we look at this triangle, you ask yourself, how much does it rise? Well, it rises 100. And it runs 20. And then you can always reduce down if you put this into your calculator. If you hit 100 and then the ABC button and then type in 20 and hit enter, it's going to tell you that it's 5 or 5 over 1. Last triangle. So you ask yourself, how much does it rise? Well, how tall is it? It's 7 tall. Didn't give us a unit, so it's just 7. And then how much does it run? And that's 3. And you can't reduce 7 over 3 down anymore, and you don't want to leave it as a decimal, so you just box it. So that's slope from triangles. Next up, we have slope given 2 points. So they're going to give us 2 points like they did right here, 6, 10, 9, 22. So first things first that you have to do, you have to label the points. So 6 is our x1, 10 is our y1, 9 is our x2, 22 is y2. So you have to label them. First point is always going to be x1, y1. Second point, x2, y2. Now that you do that, you write the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. And you fill in what they told us. So we go back over here, we got to do y2. Find your y2, 22. So that goes first. So 22 minus y1. Our y1 was 10. So 22 minus 10. So that's the top. Now do your bottom. x2, 9, minus your x1, which is 6. So all we did was take what they gave us, labeled it, and put it in. So now you ask yourself, what is 22 minus 10? It's 12. And 9 minus 6 is 3. 12 divided by 3 can be reduced down. Remember, you'd hit 12 ABC 3, and you're going to get 4 over 1. Box it. Alright, let's try a second one. So 4, 6, and 14, 12. We automatically label it. The first point is x1, y1. Second point, x2, y2. Our slope formula is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So our y2 in this case is 12. So 12 minus y1, which is 6, all over x2, 14, minus our x1, 4. So all we're doing is plugging in the information, and then you just simplify. 12 minus 6 is 6, 14 minus 4 is 10. So we have 6 over 10. However, we are not done. You can reduce this. When you reduce this down by 2's, you get 3 over 5. So that is how you do it. It's not that hard. This unit is not hard. You just need to plug in information where it goes. The number one mistake is that people want to put the x's over the y's, because when you read a coordinate it's x comma y. However, it's always y's over x's, because y's is how much you rise, whereas x's is how much you run. Alright, try this again. So negative 5 comma 8, so that's x1, y1. 4 comma 26, x2, y2. You always label your points. And then you rewrite the formula. Whoop, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then you plug in what you know. Our y2 in this case is 26. Our y1 is 8. So 26 minus 8 over x2, which is 4, minus our x1 is negative 5. When I have negatives, I put them in parentheses so that I know how to put them into the calculator. So we do 26 minus 8, which is 18, and then 4 minus a negative 5. You need to make sure you're putting this in the calculator for right. 4 minus negative 5. So that ends up being 9, positive 9. And then 18 over 9 reduces down to 2 over 1. So again, if you have negatives, I suggest you put them into parentheses so that you can figure, when you go to put it in your calculator, you can work it out. Our last one, 4 comma negative 3. So x1, y1, negative 8, 0, x2, y2. We're going to go ahead and write the formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then you just start plugging in. Our y2 is 0, so 0 minus. Our y1 is negative 3, so I go ahead and put that in parentheses. All over x2, which is negative 8, and again, I just like using parentheses for my negatives, minus 4. So that's what you get when you plug it in. And then you can put this exactly into your calculator. 0 minus negative 3, you get a positive 3. Negative 8 minus 4, when you put that into your calculator, you get negative 12. And then when you reduce it down using the ABC button, you get 1 over negative 4. Box it. So when you're given 2 points, all you have to do is label them, x1, y1, x2, y2, and then plug in the information and simplify. That's all you're doing. This is not a hard unit. Slope from a table. Guess what, guys? We've already been doing this. Just imagine slope from a table said find the rate of change. And do you remember how we find the rate of change? You do change in y over change in x. So we've been doing this. So if we look at our y's, 0 to 3, that's plus 3. 3 to 6 plus 3, 6 to 9 plus 3. So our change in y is plus 3, or positive 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's always plus 2. So the rate of change, or the slope, is 3 over 2. Rate of change is just a fancy phrase for slope. They're interchangeable, they're synonymous, so you need to make sure that you know rate of change just means slope. And then this very last example, 12, 24, 36, 48, they're always increasing by 12. So our change in y is always 12. Now we find the change in x. Negative 2 to negative 5, negative 5 to negative 8, negative 11. They're always subtracting 3. So over negative 3. And then you can reduce this down into negative 4 over 1. So that is slope from a table, from 2 points, and then from triangles. Eventually we're going to hit graphs, but for now, just review this video if you need to, stop when you need to, pause, figure out what you got to do, and now you have a worksheet to work on that will be graded tomorrow. So make sure you filled out everything on your notes. This is number 30. Put it in your binder. I'll see you guys later.